Do you need to use a Smartsheet If Then formula? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place, because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to write this formula if you have one condition or two conditions. So for the purpose of this video, I've just created a brand new sheet and I've put in some dummy data. So we've got task name, due date, assigned to, status, and days remaining. Now, the columns of note here are going to be status and days remaining. And we're going to be using these columns to populate another column, which we'll call urgency as an example, okay? So for the first demo I'm going to be showing you, it's how we can write an if-then formula with one condition. So in this example, let me just expand this out. In this example, we want to automatically set the urgency, so this column here, based on the status and days remaining fields. If a task has 5 or fewer days left, the urgency, so this column here, should change to urgent, or fields in this column I should say. Otherwise, it should reflect the current status. For example, in progress, complete, not started, etc. So let's look at this formula. So what we need to leverage for both of these examples are nested if formulas. That's exactly what you need to use. So let me walk you through it. We've got equals if, and then we're specifying the logical expression. So if days remaining is less than or equal to 5, urgent, here comes the second if. So we're doing a comma after that. If days remaining is equal or less than 10, due soon, otherwise it's the in progress. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, if I just bring this open as well, we'll see this formula checks if days remaining is 5 or fewer, marking it urgent, if 10 or fewer, due soon, otherwise keeps status. So just show you there, if you wanted to pause the video and just look at that, you could leverage that. I will drop it in the description below if you wanted to kind of get an idea of what that formula looks like. Now, for the second condition. So this is when we're using two different conditions. So basically, in this example, we want to automatically set the urgency. So again, imagine this is just an urgency column based on the days remaining in status field. Nothing changes there, but we want some extra conditions as well. If a task has 5 or fewer days left, the urgency should change to urgent. If it has between 6 and 10 days left, it should be due soon. Otherwise, it should reflect the current status. So we've basically added another condition, if you like. We've got urgent, due soon, or one of these. So let's have a look at this. So equals if days remaining is less than or equal to 5, urgent. Again, if days remaining is equal or less than 10, due soon, otherwise here. So I'm going to, we can't see one of those in action. So there you go. I've changed days remaining to 10, and you can see that has now populated to due soon. So essentially, this formula reviews days remaining for urgency. If it's 5 or less, the task is marked urgent. If it's between 6 and 10, it's labeled due soon. For tasks with more than 10 days left, the current status remains unchanged. So let me just pause there and you can see this formula. So I hope this video is useful. You need nested if formulas. So when I say nested, you'll see that, look, there is the reason why it's called nested is there's an if within an if. Look, it doesn't close out there. The formula doesn't end. You've got another if before it ends, if that makes sense. So I hope this video is useful. Any questions, comments, feedback, drop them down below. With that said, over to you. Best of luck, and I hope you have an excellent